I'm here in the studio and Colin won't let me move around. I dressed up nicely for this and he's like, stay put, man. Yes, the people, what's going on? And welcome to another episode of the UK Stole It. That's right, your country, your loving country full of long, rich heritage, decided to take it all from other places. So we all know that the UK has stolen a great many things, especially if we've seen the other videos in this series, wink wink. But did you know how much the British Empire actually stole? Well, we're gonna try and explore it in this video. Remember to subscribe if you haven't done so already, click that bell thing, then click the notification. You know what to do, just do it, please. For those of you who didn't know what the British Empire is, I'm surprised you graduated school. But in case you didn't know, it was a worldwide system of colonies and territories that were under the sovereignty of Great Britain over the course of about 400 years, or 396 for those of you who like super specific times and dates. And that meant that the UK had plenty of time to steal from everywhere. Maybe that's why we were so rich and powerful for a long time. Let's talk about the Benin bronzes that can still be found in the British Museum today. The Kingdom of Benin, now a modern-day Nigeria, proudly boasted several thousand bronze sculptures that adorned the royal palace, dating back all the way in the 13th century. But in 1897, the British Empire sent troops onto the seagulls to get rid of them while we're recording this. In 1897, the British Empire sent troops onto a pontiff expedition to punish Benin rebels who rebelled against the imperial power. That kind of sucks, doesn't it? The Empire soldiers sacked and looted the city, bringing an end to the Kingdom of Benin. And more than 900 historic objects from the former kingdom, including more than 200 bronze plaques, ended up in the British Museum. What a surprise! So you and I and everyone can learn about our rich heritage. Not only did the UK stole from the Kingdom of Benin, they literally ended the entire kingdom. Sorry, this is not a very funny video. The bloody legacy of the British Empire is not something to be proud of either, with the UK stealing more lives than artifacts in some cases. Through vicious military conquests, it used enslavement, massacres, famine, and partitions to create profit. It was the largest empire ever known, covering a quarter of the world and colonizing hundreds of millions of people. The Union flag, the Union Jack, represents its barbarity. In a way. Its first colonies were established in Jamestown, North America in 1607. And upon arrival, the British convinced the chief of the local Powhatan tribe that his people should be put to work as colonists, and tried to convince them to put their people to work supplying the colonizers with food. The Powhatans rose up in revenge, but were butchered, man! The numbers fell from 8,000 to under 1,000, and Britain was responsible for the transportation of 3.5 million African slaves to the Americas, a third of those transported across the Atlantic. Some, such as the Barbados and Jamaica, had vicious slave codes to deter rebellion. Plantations drew cotton, tobacco, and sugarcane, and by 1750, sugar made a fifth of all European imports. Slave merchants pocketed about 12 million pounds on sales of African people, and between 1761 and 1807, British ports banked roughly 60 million pounds, and that's not even... You know what, I'm gonna adjust it for today. That is about 8 billion pounds in today's money, just from slave trade alone. Slavers killed over 130 slaves on the Zong ship in 1781, just so they could claim insurance. And this funny story, let's stop for a second. Funny story, when you actually study to become a British citizen, like I did a while ago, this is never mentioned. There's a whole chapter about how Britain stopped slavery. They never mention how they started it. These are only a couple of ways in which the UK stole using the British Empire. We stole artifacts, we stole money, we stole products, and most importantly, or most sadly, we stole people. This video can get very deep and very harsh and very, very dark. So I'm gonna end it here for now, but I hope I've given you a bit of a glimpse into the reality of the British Empire. And we'll continue with other videos. And if there's something I missed or something in particular you want me to talk about, please leave it in the comments below. I'm Bogdan, this is the UK Stole It. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Click the bell thing to get the notifications and follow us on the social medias. Links in the description for other shorter videos. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Laters!